great place to come to buy your fresh fruits and vegetables. I need to be buying some, I'm sure, today. Some huge cabbages, cauliflowers, and they're radishes over there. And strawberries. Quite often get cheese, sometimes ham, and even a little sobrasada. The fruit always looks splendid. Interesting device here. Seems to be where they plug into the electricity. That's the first little piece of the market here in Campos. Move down the road here. Bring up the oranges. We seem to have the regular sort of market stalls down here, selling all the different things. Nearly every one of the markets we go to, there's always a leather stall and leather bags. Rita always likes to have a look at the flower stalls. There's a beautiful display today. I'm sure Anita's going to be tempted. I've never been to Campos market before, so I'm not sure how normal this is. Seems to be a lot of spaces for more stalls, and it seems to be quite spread out. Further down the road, you do see that there are some more stalls, some cafes and bars open, so people are having their early morning coffees. I guess we'll go and join them soon. Carry on walking down past the cafes. I am recording a 360 version of this, so if you want to have a look around, head over to our 360 YouTube channel, and there you can actually have a look at what's going on in all these shops and the things on the side. You can pause and you can have a look around. It was interesting to see sculptures. Lots of places in Mallorca have these interesting things. Sometimes I can work out what they are, sometimes I can't. It's 9:30 in the morning, so it is quite early. Just noticing the church up there. We might have to go and investigate that later on. At the moment, we're just going to carry on down, having a look at the market here in Campos.
Calvin Klein no. Yo digo que no. Bueno, la gorda trabaja 4 años allí.
Stall here selling the typical Mallorcan pattern for textiles, now being made into all manner of things. So Anita was buying some hearts yesterday. She's going to send off to our children in England. And here we are, in the centre of Campos, what looks to be the town hall. Turn all the way around and we'll carry on down. Another church. Lovely stonework. Fantastic door. At 9:30 in the morning, that some of the stalls are still setting up. This is actually an old schoolhouse. Sign up above says it's the school for primary children. It's dating back some years. Interesting to see how the buildings were built in those days, just with stones that they dug out of the ground, cemented together and then dressed over. And here the dressing was gone, and so we can actually see the construction.
Vale, ya está, gracias.
Moltes gràcies.
No, les he corrent.
Ah, no, moren nosaltres,
sí,
no
moren nosaltres.
moren nosaltres.
Well, there's a zigzag line for you. Already seen one or two little hotels, and here's another one. The agro-tourism, small hotels in the middle of the town. And where we parked, there was actually a Michelin restaurant. Campos has a lot to offer. Stall that sells just textiles. Anita sometimes comes along and buys a metre or two of particular material. She's making something, or just to use as a tablecloth. This typical material we get here, we can look at this pattern, is normally in blue, but in recent years we've started to see all sorts of colours coming out. When we first came here 30 something years ago, our bedspread Everything was made out of that material, curtains, everything. Very typical of the island.
Sí, pero es mejor que tengamos una baja incidencia a la baja.
So when we decided to come to Campos, we really weren't quite sure what to expect. It is much more extensive. Here we've got the the ironmonger type things, and pots and pans. And very nice things looking there. And Mita's going to be tempted again.
Si tienes un poco de tos, si tienes fiebre, si tienes de nada, ya está, alergia, pillado alergia y ya está.
O resfriado o algo.
Claro, y además, la semana anterior había hecho frío, y yo había hecho frío y...
¿También?
Some paella burners. All our family have the paella burners. There's one on the stand. We used to have one. Ended up in one of our children's houses, but then they make their paellas here and in England too. And it's one of the things quite often take when we go camping. Take the paella burner, get a big paella pan, and it's got all sorts of uses. You don't have to just do paellas on it, so we can actually make our bacon, sausages, eggs. The full English breakfast can all be done in one huge pan for the whole family. So, wood carving, olive wood. Looks as though we've got to part of the market where things are not all new, so we've got some second-hand things here, books. So quite often when we have a market here in Mallorca, there's also attached to it a flea market or antique market. It's an old treadle sewing machine, or the remains of, been made into a table. And that looks like a really old fridge. Maybe not. Interesting to have a look at these when they're all set up. Playmobil. Our children all play with Playmobil. Coming to the end of this path. Just walk to the end. These sorts of things fascinate me. Weighing scales. Flight boxes there from an aeroplane. And this is the end of the market on this side. Flower stall. I need to head back up and have a look. I did notice there was a road off to my right there, which has got some more stalls. having a breakfast, glass of wine. An old slide rule there, 15 euros. That's how I used to do all my maths when I was at school. Logbooks and slide rules. Children today wouldn't know what they were. German military wear. Looks German. A couple of weeks ago, did a walk through the flea market in Conseil. If you're interested in that, look that one up. Got a mixture of things here, some things looking new, some things not so new. DVDs. People still use DVDs. I think we have a lot of DVDs, we don't have a player anymore. Or if we do, it's in the loft somewhere. Together with our Betamax player. VHS player. How times change. Tools. Some more records, Adolfo. Got a restaurant. That's a nice little man for you. What about that? Scythe. The Grim Reaper. Oh. An interesting market. Just coming to the end of this. Head back and I'll go and see if I can find Anita, our granddaughter. Also gives an opportunity for some of the local artists to display their works. Market days, a really interesting day.
No, esos son solo pares así.
Ahora dicen que vendrá otra vez frío. Oh no.
I'm definitely more of a browser than a buyer when we come to these places. I do like to see Uno there, one of our grandchildren, William. He's been playing Uno, and it's proved to be an excellent way for him to learn his numbers. And he's become something of a star at playing Uno. There's a metal detector. I've had great fun with metal detectors. Here on the beaches in Mallorca.
Ah, ¿qué es? ¿Vas a comer?
Sí, para comer.
¡La! Gracias. Chao.
Some of the stalls getting a little bit more established now. The store still hasn't got everything out, but still to get a few more things.
¿No se cuenta?
No, 3.
No.
No, pues.
So heading back now where we've just come. So see if I can find anything, and we'll see if we can find somewhere to go for a coffee. GoPro, stop recording. And when we came past earlier on, the church was not open, but they've opened now, so we're just going to have a quick look inside. Just heading back now, but you can see places filling up a little bit. Bars and the cafes now allowed to open fully on the terraces with the new restrictions. And now it's a little bit more typical of what we'd expect a market to be. And the temperature is rising. So today it's actually the 8th of May, and we're in the mid to high 20s, I think. And it's coming up to about 11:30 in the morning. village life here in Mallorca, and we're in the village of Campos. We've just gone past the town hall. There were some activities there for children. Seemed to be a street performer, keeping them entertained. I guess the parents have gone off to do the shopping. Leave the parents outside the town hall being entertained by a professional. Just as in many places in Mallorca, you go into the villages, you find some properties which seem a little bit dilapidated. Need of a little bit of TLC. Now we're coming up now towards the end of the market. Pottery stalls here, and I think Anita's going to get some vegetables. Temperature's definitely rising, feeling quite warm now. We've got to go in here. This is going to spy out some fruit and vegetables for us to take home with us here in the fruit and veg section of the market. Some local honey, lovely sausages, cheese.